Hello my mystic muses, welcome back, and today we are doing what are the late night thoughts about you. So we are going into your person's energy, we are going into the thoughts that happen at night time. Now someone once said to me, and I absolutely believe that, if people are thinking about you first thing in the morning, last thing at night, then there are a bunch of emotions and feelings going on, and that is what we are here to explore today. So we're using the darker energy cards today. This is the Bridge Witch Tarot, and this one is, I don't even know what it's called, the Book of Shadows. Book of Shadows. It says magic is a science of imagination. Love it. Okay, number one. Number two, think about your person, and as you're thinking about your person, I want you to feel their energy go to the deck that you are most drawn to. It's how we work in this channel. We push energy into decks and we pull out the collective energy between you all. So we'll get cracking with deck number one on the late night thoughts about you. Let's see what comes up. Now, obviously, you never know what's going to come up in a reading, so a trigger warning if you are a bit of a prude, or perhaps you're not into the more sexual side of things, and this might not be the right reading for you, because I don't know what's going to come up. So if you do feel triggered at any point, please stop, turn it off, and maybe revisit it at a later date, but the reading might not be for you. Okay. Interesting. 8 of Fences to begin with, which is we've got Page of Swords, Page of Cups at the top as well, and the 7 of Cups. So we'll start off with these 3 cards and we'll see where we go. So your person, when they are there in the middle of the night, and again quite night-worthy cards, they're very, very dark, they are feeling quite stuck over the situation, and it's likely that they're stuck because they want to reach out to you. They want to offer a kind of cup of emotions, cup of love. Unless it's a cup of coffee, a cup of tea. They want to reach out to you, want to communicate with you, but they have a state of confusion over here because they're not sure if the situation has come to a close or where it's actually hanging in the mist, okay? So right off the bat, those late night thoughts are to do with feeling stuck, unsure how to progress. It looks like they're in a little bit of turmoil over the situation as well. So one second their head will be pulling them one way and saying, you know what, the right thing to do is to reach out. But then the next second they're like, but is the situation over? Has it come to a close? We've got this sense of confusion with it all. Perhaps I haven't handled this situation the right way. And this is giving them a little bit of a sense of nightmare, a little bit of a sense of dread. You might find that their sleep has been really impacted by this as well. Their dreams could be extremely vivid, and we all know when you have vivid dreams that it's when you're reaching the deep spiritual realms. But the first thing that's coming up about the late night force is turmoil. We have the Devil coming into this. Doesn't surprise me, and like I just said, a bit of a trigger warning with this reading, because you never know what's going to come up. You have got a very sexual chemistry with you. You have a desire, a temptation, a drive into one another's hearts, okay? And this goes through their head at night time, so you will find that they're potentially having more sexual thoughts about you as well. Their head is probably saying to them, I'm stuck over this, but reach out, see how they are, drop them a kinky message, see what's going on. This pull towards you comes very, very strong, and it comes strong at night time. The Devil is often the darker side of the Lovers card. So the Lovers is all like, oh, we're in love, everything's perfect. The Devil can be the kinks, it can be the toxicity, it can be the temptation, it can be the driving force of it all. So you might find that you actually do receive more kinky messages at night time. But where it comes to relationship and where things are going, they can see they would like to kind of say, shall we meet up? Shall we have a coffee? Shall we do this or whatever? Perhaps we can hook up. But I don't know if it's the right thing to do, because it could mess with everybody's head and it leaves that sense of confusion, okay? So there's definitely desire, there's definitely chemistry, there is confusion over it all. The reason why your person is so confused, why are they so confused? Why is that number one's person so confused? Okay, so situations could be a little bit more complicated around them. There's a sense of deception over here. So this could be deception in their mind, that again, they're not sure what they want. They don't want to leave you down the garden path. They know that they're taking a bit of a risk, playing with hearts, playing with emotions. The head is taking them one way, the heart is taking them the other. They know that there's a risk involved in this, that they could end up people getting very, very hurt. But equally at the same time, some of you guys, there might be indicators in this of other betrayal aspects, okay? So you're most likely going to know about that. That would be kind of third parties. Sometimes third parties can be the alcohol, the drugs, sometimes even with family. Sometimes family can be quite overbearing. You might find that this is coming into play, why they're a little bit more on the fence about it. They know that they've got to make choices, they know that they've got to make decisions, and they aren't quite sure on how to do it. They don't want to add to this sense of betrayal or loss. They don't want to hook up with you and then suddenly say to you, oh, you know what, perhaps I'm not particularly interested in a relationship. They want to be transparent, but they're not very good at doing it, and that's why they're sitting on the fence with this at the late night side of things. Their head is in turmoil, their head is thinking 10 to a dozen, and they're not really getting anywhere. They're not adding it up to get the answers that they seek. Excuse me. Let's just get one more for you guys for deck number 1. Can I have one more? About the late night thoughts. I love it as well. You got the moon. Okay, so what shadow aspects come to light are now. The moon leaves nowhere for these shadows to be unseen, so their thoughts do come up. They know that they have to do something about this. They're in a little bit of turmoil, they're a bit worried, they're a bit scared. The moon is also a cycle, so you guys have also probably been here before. You watching will most likely be a divine feminine energy, which means that with this card coming into it, you are very much in their thought processes, you are very much in their emotions at that point in night. They feel a bit more vulnerable, and again, the dreams could be really really insightful, really powerful, really strong. That's happening as well. So your person's late night thoughts, and again, we've got this kind of kinky aspects, more sexual energy over here. The late night thoughts are definitely more of a kinky side of things, sexual side of things. Bit worried about taking a risk, so they sit on the fence, wanting to reach out to you, wanting to communicate with you, but also not knowing what good it will do. And that is where they are with their late night thoughts. So if you want me for readings, I do same day return on audio readings on Instagram and Facebook. You just find me Mystic Love Tarot. It's only a tenner a question, so if you want to know your specific situations, we can do that today. Drop me a message. I love you. Okay, let's shoot over to deck number 2, guys. Hi, so if you just tapped in, tuned in, turned on, I just said in deck number 1 there's a little bit of a trigger warning, because obviously I never know what's going to come up in this reading. So if anything doesn't resonate, or you feel that it feels a bit heavy for you, just take a step back, have a chill and relax. Okay, your first card, your person's thoughts about you, the Tower. Everything is falling down around them, okay? And when it comes to the situation with you, this is probably happened or about to happen, that things have gone into this big calamity, disaster, and your person is actually in turmoil over this. Where they've had their crown on and known specifically what they want, it's been upturned. Everything has gone a little bit peak-tong, and this is definitely in their late night thoughts, okay? So like, terrible situations, how do I overcome? I just got a Brazilian Marília Mendonça song, Supera. How do I overcome the situation? Like it's sore, it hurts. We've been left with this turmoil. I've jumped, I don't know what I'm doing with my life, and this is what's happening in their head. They've got themselves in a bit of a fuzzle, a bit of confused. Definitely masculine energy coming here as well. They might have made their own mistakes here that has led to this situation, and so they're also feeling a bit of a glutton for punishment, that perhaps they've handled situations wrong, that they haven't been loyal to themselves, and in the hence they've in that path of destruction they've hurt you as well. Total chaos. We've got the 7 of Cups coming up, so this is their confusion over the situation as well. They know that they have a number of choices to make from this collapse of everything. They know that they've got choices and decisions that are definitely much more emotional. Your person has always been a little bit on the shelf when it comes to emotions, comes to talking about things, because it makes them feel vulnerable. Now they know that they have to express their emotions, they have to express their feelings, and it's adding to this sense of confusion. But they know because this has happened, they've got to talk about some stuff, and they've got to talk about feelings, and they've got to make a choice on it. So that's going on, that they're trying to get more in touch with their emotions. You've got them here wanting to reach out to you, wanting to speak to you, most likely texting you, looking for that stability, looking for that strength. You saw the jump then of that card. I don't really know how that happens, Spirit interfering with the energy. So what they're saying is they're going to take a jump and they're going to reach out and message you. They want to talk to you, and it looks like they want to talk to you in a place where they're feeling more stable and secure. So they're going, this tower's happened, they're thinking things through, and now they're going to reach out to you with a message that's going to be much more stable and secure in knowing what they want, and perhaps for some of you guys maybe even getting an apology. 3 of Wands is staring me at the face over here as well, so this is their action. They are about to create action on this situation. They've sat on the fence a little while, they haven't made any movement, everything's gone wrong in their life, they've sat with that sense of confusion, and now they are getting ready to create action which is based on stability. They're ready to communicate with you about what they're feeling and where things are going. What else is their late night thoughts? We've got them here in this abundant energy, so they're probably still thinking about themselves quite a lot. When it comes to them speaking to you about stability and security, it's definitely to do more with what's happened in the past with the tower, or about to happen. This is definitely what they're going to be communicating more about with you, because they're going to come through with a place that I'm stable, I'm secure, I'm good in my life, I know what I'm doing, I don't know what I want in a relationship, but let's see where we go, let's see what happens, okay? This is what's rocked the boat. They have stood in the same path for so long with you and not allowed you into their heart. Now this tower has happened, whatever it may have been. Sometimes it's big T towers like divorces, separations, breakups, heartaches, health issues. Sometimes it's little T towers, arguments, tensions, conflicts. Whatever has rocked this boat is meaning that your person is thinking about giving you that stability and security that perhaps you are looking for. But at the same time, they want their own independence and they want their freedom. So they're still very much on the shelf about where this relationship is going right now. But what they do want is to open up the lines of communication and base it much more on stability and security. So in their late night thoughts, they're in this state of turmoil. They know that they want to speak to you. They know there's a sense of urgency in doing that. And so it's going to be happening kind of in the immediate future for you guys. They're going to reach out and speak to you. Make sure that you don't suffer fools gladly, guys, okay? Keep your wits about you. Beware of wolves wearing sheep's clothing. Listen to what they say. Listen to what they don't say. Read between the lines by following your intuition, and it will guide you in the right way. And if you need me for individual readings, I'm doing same day return on Instagram, £10 a question. So if you want your answer to your questions today, just let me know. Drop me a message over there. I'll put all the deets in the comments. I love you all to pieces, and I will speak to you super duper soon. Many, many blessings, guys. Take it easy.